Back here are the world superstars of wrestling, Craig DeGeorge, Sir Oliver Humperdink. We are set for our first tag team matchup. Brad Armstrong, TNT. What do you make of this duo, Oliver?
Well, what I know about these two guys, TNT, I knew a long time ago. He's a Puerto Rican wrestler. He came to the United States back in the mid-'80s, and I had a chance to associate with him back then. He's a very good martial artist. He knows his way around the wrestling ring. He's been in the wrestling business for a while. He's very capable. And his partner, Brad Armstrong, I've got a lot of background with him, too.
Yes, sir.
I've managed Brad Armstrong at one point in his career. We didn't get along too well. We had a parting of the ways. But Brad Armstrong comes from a great wrestling background.
You didn't like him? What happened?
Well, let's just say there was personal conflicts there. He didn't see the things the way I wanted him to see them. So I got rid of him.
I heard he wasn't fond of you, too.
Well, hey, you hear a lot of things. It doesn't make them necessarily true.
Well, that's what I heard.
I want to speak for a minute, though, about Brad Armstrong's family. He's got a family that goes back. His father, Bob Armstrong, was a great wrestler, and he's got 3 other brothers in the wrestling business. So he's a second-generation wrestler and very capable.
How about these guys? Speaking of capable, Scott Norton, Hercules Fernandez. Here in the World Superstars of Wrestling, we recognize the legal names. You may recognize the faces, of course. Same guy, Hercules and Scott Norton. You talk about strength. These two certainly have that.
Boy, oh boy, if I had to pick a combination that had just outright brute strength, it would have to be Scott Norton from the Pacific Northwest of the United States, and of course Hercules Fernandez, the mighty Hercules. You see him there with the chain in the ring. The man is just tremendously powerful. I had a chance to guide his career, too, when he first started in the wrestling business back in the early 1980s. And I'm very proud of Hercules. He's come a long way, and tonight you're going to see a terrific matchup between these 4 individuals.
All right, Herc starting off for his team. And look at that little early test of strength there between the two. And TNT showing some of those.
You're seeing TNT
moves
here tonight. He's got his face painted up. He used to wear a mask when I knew him, but now he's got his face painted. He's, like I said, from the island of Puerto Rico, and a very capable and very, very dangerous opponent.
What is it with the psyche of these guys with the masks and the painted faces? What's behind that?
Well, that's you hit on it, Craig, right there. It's a psychological advantage. When you wear a mask in a wrestling ring, your opponent doesn't know when you're hurt. He doesn't know when you're feeling the pain of the hold you're putting on. So it's a psychological advantage.
Look at that great leapfrog. Now he blocks him, and go, good chop.
Here you're seeing a perfect example of that martial arts background that TNT possesses as he chops Hercules right back into the corner and reverses now, and Hercules comes in with a giant cross. Wow. Right across the chest and upper body of TNT. Leapfrog by TNT.
And there's that martial arts move again, this time with the big boot. Oh, a clothesline, knocked him down.
You're going to take more than a boot to the face to stop Hercules. I'll tell you that right now, as witnessed by that clothesline. Hercules, a tremendously strong individual, been around the wrestling wars a long time, and knows what he's doing in there for sure at every moment.
Reversal, the Irish whip in. Now he's got him. Oh, again, it looked like TNT was going down. He got that boot up. What great maneuverability for this guy. Missed him that time. He was clothesline by Scott Norton, our first look. And Norton.
What a welcome into the ring for Brad Armstrong. Tags in, runs in, and gets chopped down like one of those big trees in the Northwest that Scott Norton was used to chopping down.
Look at this strength.
Unbelievable.
Picks him up.
Now, Brad Armstrong is a 255-pound individual, and that's human body weight. That's not iron that doesn't move around like in a gym.
Hey,
that's body weight.
That almost worked out, though, for TNT, and Norton did not like it. Armstrong up top.
Sunset flip, tried for a sunset flip.
Him, didn't quite get him.
But Norton, look at here, look at here, look at the strength. Picks him right up off the mat and holding him above his head by the neck.
What's TNT doing in there?
He was trying to get Norton off, but I just think he made him mad is all he did.
Meantime, Armstrong, a couple of good drop kicks.
Norton still hasn't gone down, hasn't gone off his feet.
Good thing he missed for Armstrong's sake, but he knocks him down again. And he's making him look like he's 10 pounds.
Brother, that's like standing in the middle of a railroad track and getting hit by a freight train. When Scott Norton comes off those ropes and plows into you, brother, you feel it. You get knocked into next week. He's lucky. Brad Armstrong is lucky. He didn't get knocked into third row on that.
And there's no lights and no warning signals with
right
this guy. He just comes at you.
Right off the floor, into the ring, over the top rope by the throat. He picked him up literally from the floor, by the throat, into the ring. Unbelievable. This Norton's going to be a very, very big star one day.
Norton had some fans, it looked like. Got some tickets for him. He was saying hello to. Knocks his opponent down again.
He was showing him who was number one is actually what it was.
He's number one.
Who's number one? Norton showed him he's number one.
Well, there's no doubt you're going to have to go through Scott Norton and Hercules, you would think, somewhere down the line for the Tag Team Championship.
A little double teaming involved there. You got the count of 5. You got 5 seconds from the time you make a tag to get out of the ring and get your partner into the ring. So actually that was a legal move, but a very devastating move for young Brad Armstrong.
Now Hercules showing his strength.
Tremendously powerful individual. This guy is just amazing.
Yeah, these two have to be, I would think, the favorites for the IWGP Tag Team Championship, which we will see in the coming weeks, right here.
You know we will. That's a very coveted title, the IWGP Tag Team Championship. These guys are chasing it. Brad Armstrong and TNT are chasing it too. And I'd like to think that the winner of this match will probably get a title shot down the line.
Great vertical suplex by Hercules. TNT's catching a big break here.
He is indeed.
Watching all this.
Well, he's getting a break. Armstrong's getting broke up. Hercules in again with that giant.
Kind of feels it's just a matter of time here. Flying off the top rope.
That clothesline has been a popular move in this match and a devastating one as well as TNT comes in to try to save Brad Armstrong, but they're just overwhelming these guys.
Here comes Norton now, and they've got 2-on-1.
And Hercules looking like he's going for it. Oh, power bomb. Power bomb, brother.
Power bomb may finish him. No, TNT came in again.
It was kind of like a mosquito attacking an elephant there. TNT came in with that arm, tried to knock him off, and just made Scott Norton a little madder, I think. Look at the strength. Look at the strength.
Just throws him down. And elbow drop.
Pressed him again, dropped him to the mat. The referee here, you might recognize the referee, a very famous individual, Tiger Hattori. Been around the United States, brought over from Japan for a lot of big international matches here in the United States. And tremendously talented.
Power slam. That may be enough. No, here comes TNT again.
Norton's going to take enough of this in just about a minute here, and he's going to blast TNT, I think. He's just getting perturbed by this guy coming in all the time.
Tiger's doing his best to control things. It's not easy. And he made, a crunching clothesline.
Nearly took his head off with that. I can't believe it. Hercules again with the cover, but only able to get 2. Hey, now this kid Armstrong, I might not get along with him and his family, but you got to say he's got guts. He's got heart. He's in there trying.
Another power slam by Hernandez. And this one might do it. No, it's TNT again. Now Norton comes in.
I told you Norton had about enough. And this time when TNT came in, Norton was there to meet him, knock him right straight through onto the floor.
Still don't know why Armstrong doesn't like you, though. We've got to get to the bottom of that
I don't
story.
want to talk about it. Let's talk about the match here. Armstrong set up on the top rope now by Hercules. Norton is on one corner. Hercules is on the other corner with a suplex. Watch Norton. Look at this.
There's Norton. He slipped on the top rope, and he came in anyhow.
I'll tell you, it's tremendously humid here in the building tonight. I think those top ropes have got a little bit of condensation on them. And Scott Norton, when he went for that aerial maneuver there, his foot just plain flat slipped off the top rope.
Not easy.
Now Hercules with a reverse backbreaker. What a devastating move this is.
A grueling match can take something out of you, too, and it's hard to execute. Amazingly, these guys have hit to precision.
He's got him there. You'll see this reverse backbreaker. Hercules drops down to his knees. Again, putting that pressure on the back. TNT trying to make the save, but Scott Norton over there holding him out as the referee tolls the 3 count, and we have winners.
Well, Norton and Fernandez dropping the bomb on TNT and Armstrong, and we'll hear more from them as they go for the tag team title here in the World Superstars of Wrestling.
I hate Armstrong.
Just a moment.